If you ask me to describe who I am, but you don't let me use the words swimming, biking, running, or skiing, there's no way I can tell you who I am. I was in Mexico. I was living and working in a ranch, a cattle ranch. All of a sudden, violence erupted, cartels were starting to fight for the land, and we had to flee. When you look back and you left your house, your friends, your family, and all of a sudden you're forced to start new, fresh, in a different culture, a different country, a different language, it crushes you, man. It changes you. Why we love living here in the Rio Grande Valley, because we feel at home. But at the end of the day, you don't ever not feel like a refugee. When we opened this store, we were told that it was never gonna work, that this place is too warm, this is the fattest city in America, there's no way we're gonna be able to be successful with a running store here. I said, well, what if I can change that? That we take it from the fattest city in the United States to the fittest city in the United States. My grandma, she was very, very passionate about the Olympics, and she would tell me all the time, she'd be like, you're gonna be an Olympian. And from that day, I've not wanted anything more than to be an Olympian. Yeah, and I would hear over and over, like, you cannot do that. You're gonna die of hunger if you try to make sports your way of living. There is a sport where people just collapse on the snow, and this is brutal. And the way that sport is structured, it allows each country to have an Olympic quota. So I started Googling running results for similar athletes from non-traditional or non-snow countries. I called one of the guys. He got me in touch with his coach, and I was like, I want to be an Olympian as well. I need you to coach me. And he said, man, I'm sorry, but I don't have the time to train a newbie, to teach a guy that doesn't know how to ski who's 42 years old. I'm so sorry, man. I wish you luck. He called me back a couple days later, and I said, hey, I feel terrible. Drive with me from Michigan to Utah. And on the way, I'll teach you to ski. And that's how the journey started. My grandma, she passed away. So these conversations, they are one of the ones where you close your eyes and you look up to the sky and you say, we're gonna go, you and I. I was skiing the worst that I had ever skied. So I started cursing myself. I just started being like, you're such an idiot. This is the Olympic Games, everybody's watching. And here you are having the worst day of your life. It's something in Spanish, we just say, Ingesu. Ingesu is short for chingue su madre, which means fuck it, right? It's just you have to say fuck it and just go for it. As soon as you cross that finish line, you're gonna be able to look up in the sky and say, I did it. I was there because that was my dream. Because I've been dreaming of that moment for 43 years. My journey was more than an Olympic journey for gold or silver or bronze. It was an Olympic journey for dreams. When I finished, people asked me, it's like, why do you celebrate like you won when you actually came in last place? And I said, because I came in first place of all the people that have ever been told, you cannot do that. You're not gonna make it.